Well, I am here this morning with Phillip Young. And Phillip, you are with the Amador County
Republicans, right?
Republican Central Committee.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about how was it? Is it you have a pronunciation for it? ACRCC?
No, it's just the ACR.
Okay.
Amador County Republicans.
Tell us, you got notes?
Communication chairman.
Great.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about, actually, to announce the event that we have upcoming with Scott Thomas Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
He's an award-winning author and journalist.
Which we had on the show a few weeks ago.
He's a great guy, very knowledgeable. He's going to be giving a talk on realignment.
Mm-hmm.
And realignment is essentially a court-mandated, it's actually a federal court from Brown versus Plata, where they determined that overcrowding in California prisons was unconstitutional. It violated the 8th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, Governor Brown passed with legislative body AB 109, and that's a provision that essentially transfers a lot of the inmates, early release, the non-serious, non-violent, non-sex crime, to the counties. So unfortunately, that has some impacts on the local counties in terms of their ability to provision for the inmates, to surveil them. They have another surveillance program that they need to monitor them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's expensive, and of course, they only have funding for 1 year. So Scott's going to talk about that in quite a bit of detail.
Great. And he has a new book out too. We were just talking about that.
It's Crosscut 4 Pieces. It's essentially that's an inmate's term about the shackles.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott spent a lot of time, actually 18 months, with embedded as a investigative reporter on night patrol with law enforcement. So he really knows what he's talking about.
He does. We did talk about that. He's a very knowledgeable guy, and he has quite a passion for it. So
yeah, he's one of the very few journalists nowadays that's really objective and very, very passionate about his job of getting information to people.
So tell us a little bit more about the Republican Committee and what you do in Amador County.
Well, I'm the chairman of the Communications Committee. So what we're trying to do is actually build up the membership. We're interested in anyone who's interested in joining us, getting on the email list. We have an associates program, which people, if they don't want to come to the Central Committee meetings, which is every third Thursday of every month, then they can just sign up with us, and then we give them updates on next events, things like that. But what we're doing is a 2015 speakers program. So actually, Scott's the 4th speaker this year.
Wow.
We've had Lydia Kano from, she actually spent time in Iraq. Actually, she lived there.
Wow.
And she talked about the being a Christian in Iraq under Saddam Hussein. She escaped Iraq and came to America.
Wow.
So that was an interesting talk. We had Frank Bigelow about a week and a half ago talking about AB 142. Mm-hmm. That was quite a good showing. And then we had Victoria O'Kane from the Conservative Party come by and give a talk about selling conservatism. So we have quite a long list of speakers lined up. Actually, we have Tom McClintock in August this year. So hopefully we'll have other speakers as well.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, do you have a web page or anything?
Absolutely. And
I'm sure you do. Give it to us.
It's www.amadorrepublicans, so that's 2 R's.com. If you can email us, you can email us at amadorrepublicans@att.net.
att.net.
Yeah, we have a phone number.
Okay.
That's 209-257-3405.
Wonderful. So. Now, when we were talking about him coming on and speaking about his book, when is that planned to?
That's June 18th at 6:30 at our headquarters.
Okay.
And our headquarters are at 12275 Martell Road in Jackson, California.
Great.
So it's number 11. That's actually right next to the dance studio.
So is it free or is there a cost?
It's free. We'll have actually light refreshments.
Great.
Served.
Okay, and time?
The time is 6:30.
6:30.
Right.
Great. Yeah, he's always an interesting guy to talk to. I mean, we had him on the show, and we could have probably talked for hours. Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to mention that we'd like to have a lot of law enforcement there too, because he'll give quite a good objective perspective from law enforcement's viewpoint as well.
Good.
So.
Well, good.
I'd like to invite everyone.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh,
and
very welcome.
We look forward to hearing more.
Okay, thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.